Hey guys, it's Matt with Meat Church and welcome back to my outdoor kitchen. Today, let's dry brine a turkey and cook it on a pellet grill. You guys know we've got lots of turkey videos on this channel. We've got fried turkey, smoked fried turkey, smoked turkey, Nashville hot turkey, turkey breast, you name it. We've got over a dozen videos on this channel. But what I'm seeing these days is pellet grills are super popular. So many people have them. We've got a pellet grill brisket recipe that has just done super well with you guys this year. So we thought for the pellet grill owners, we would do a turkey video for you. Now, you can apply this lesson to other cookers, but preview, we're gonna cook over 300 today. And when I do smoked turkeys, I don't like to run my offset up over 300. So that's gonna be the big difference. Another major difference today, we do a lot of wet brining. You guys know that one of our most popular products is our bird baptism brine. It's a way to impart some serious moisture in a turkey. Also, last week's video, maple bourbon turkey, we put some really unique flavors in it. We often get a lot of feedback about what about dry brining, like I prefer dry brining, or what are the differences. So the major difference with a dry brine, you can actually dry brine for a longer period of time, but you'll mainly put salt on the turkey with a little extra stuff, which we'll talk about. That will pull the moisture out of the bird, and then it will go back into the meat even deeper than a wet brine. So I'm not saying a dry brine is better. It's just different, right? And so we're here to teach you all the various different techniques. So yeah, we're doing this on a pellet grill. You don't have to do the dry brine. You can do wet brine if you want. And also we have spatchcocked this turkey. So all we've done is we've cut the backbone out and then just flattened it. Every other video on turkey we have shows you that. You can see that in last week's video, but just use chicken shears, cut out the backbone, and that's how we got where we are. This is a 12-pound turkey. I always say I like to cook 12 to 14 pounders. If you're feeding a whole crew and you need more, then buy an additional turkey rather than buy a 20-pound turkey. These actually taste better. So how's dry brining work, or what do you need to do? I go with a tablespoon of salt per 4 pounds. It's 12 pounds, so I've got 4 tablespoons of salt here. I'll add a little something else to it. Some people do pepper, some people do herbs. I'm loving our Texas sugar on turkey, so I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of that or so. You don't have to be exact. This is mostly about the salt. And that's all the seasoning we're gonna do, to be honest with you, but I'm just gonna mix this up with my finger. But Texas sugar, by the way, it's a sweet heat. It's got multiple peppers, cumin in it, and a little bit of sugar. It's not that sugary, so don't think this is gonna be like a sugar bomb. That's not the deal. So what you're gonna do, we've got this set up on a rack on a pan. So this is just here on a little rack, because this is what's gonna go in the fridge. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna apply this salt mixture all over it. And let me address the glove police. I'm not working at a restaurant, my hands are clean, and this is just for us, so I'm not going with gloves right now. I'm not gonna be touching anything else anyway. So get this all over. And I even want to work a little bit underneath the skin. So first I'm gonna take my hand and just kind of separate the skin away from the breast. And then I'm gonna work some seasoning into there as well. Some people like to put butter in here. We're not doing that today, but you could put butter underneath the skin, and you would want to do it now, because depending how long you dry this out in the refrigerator, the skin can get, it's gonna get a little tough. One of the goals of today's cook is crispier skin, as opposed to, say, on a smoked turkey, where the goal is not crispy skin, it's smoked flavor. And here, this technique will dry out this skin, obviously, and so it's just gonna be difficult to deal with the butter when you get to the next step. So how long do you need to do this? You need to do it at least 12 hours, and you can do it up to 2 days, to be honest with you. So plan in advance. You guys are seeing this. If you're watching this Thanksgiving week, you can do this on Tuesday for a Thursday cook if you want. So we've got one here that I'm about to bring in that I did last night. So, by the way, this is gonna head to the fridge. And then here's the one that I did last night. So, you know, I did this at like 8 p.m. last night, so this has been 15 hours. You know, it's gonna take, like I said, at least 12. I didn't run this for 2 days, but you can. Exact same process, exact same size turkey, and this is what it's gonna look like. So guess what? No more seasoning. You don't have to season it anymore. I've seen people add pepper and do different things, but this is so great, we're gonna jump right into the cook. So let's talk about that. As opposed to our smoked turkey in the last video where we cooked under 300 degrees, we're going 325. And talk about temperature. You could go even hotter. I've seen people do this as high as 450, but the higher you go, the more risk you run of popping the skin. No matter what you're cooking, the higher you cook with barbecue, you gotta pay more attention to it. It can get away from you quick. So I'm going 325. 350, also fairly safe, but a 12-pound turkey will cook in about little over 2 hours. I think this is gonna take between 2.5 hours to cook. You could cook it on this rack. I'm actually gonna throw it straight in. I'm running a Traeger Timberline XL with Meat Church pellets, which is a blend of oak and hickory. I also like things like pecan. Poultry is sensitive, so you could use lighter woods like alder, maple, or even fruit woods. And I'm just placing that right in the middle. Now, people like to baste with butter. You guys have seen me do that in the past. I'm not going to baste it this time because I'm going for crispier skin. So I don't want to add butter to soften it up at all, but if you want to baste 3 or 4 times in the cook, that's absolutely fine. We're not going to do a thing except monitor the temperature. I'm shooting for 160 at most in the deepest part of the breast. It'll carry over cook to get us to 165, and then it'll be time to eat. So we'll run a timer on this, and we'll see you all later today. Okay guys, it has been 2 hours and 20 minutes. Let's check in on the turkey. Man, that looks awesome. Let's go ahead, right here, deepest part of the breast. We're at 161. So I'm gonna pull it. Man, visually, I mean, you can see, first off, the skin is obviously very crisp, as you can tell, but it's so dark, which is, you know, kind of shocking considering it was seasoned with like 80% salt and only a little bit of our Texas sugar. But so that color is awesome, super pretty. Obviously this is gonna be really hot, so I'm just gonna let it cool down and we'll be back to see how we did in just a few minutes. Can't wait any longer. We've cooled off here a little bit, so let's get in here. Man, it's insane how crispy that skin is with this technique. Got the old Montana Knife Company chef knife in here. Here we go. Our skin is awesome. Dude, that is so good. I know I only cut the edge off here instead of carving this whole thing, but I can tell you that that flavor is definitely deep within that meat. And if you think about how simple this was, that was amazing. Such little seasoning, just brined, and the cook time, great benefit of this, 2 hours and 20 minutes on the pellet grill because we ran it at 325. If we ran it hotter, it would have been done even quicker. I'm super impressed with this method. I know you and your family will dig it. Reminder, all of our recipes are always at meatchurch.com, as well as video links to all these videos and all the merch I always wear. Obviously in the description on YouTube, you also have links back to meatchurch.com with the recipe. This is gonna go in our turkey playlist along with our other like 14 turkey videos. So check it out. Please like and subscribe. We drop weekly how-to cooking videos, and hopefully when we come back in December, it will finally cool off in Texas and we won't be fighting the flies in my outdoor kitchen. See y'all next time.